Welcome to Man Talk 133 with Charles and Darl, the movement dedicated to empowering men, uniting brothers, and building a strong coalition. This is more than just a conversation. It's a call to action. Join us as we uplift, support, and inspire men worldwide. Because together, we don't just talk, we lead, we grow, and we conquer. Are you ready to be part of the coalition? Let's dive in.
Welcome to Man Talk 133 with Charles and Darl. Welcome everybody to the show. We appreciate y'all tuning in yet again.
That's right.
What's up with you, dog? How you doing, man?
Ain't nothing, man. What's going on with your brother? How you feeling?
Ain't nothing to it, dog. Dog, we've been in this thing for a long time. Boy, I've been married 5 years, about to be 26.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you've been doing it for a long time.
Yeah, I'm in there, boy.
Yeah, dog. So tonight, dog, we're gonna talk about relationship mayhem. It ain't necessarily mayhem, like all of it ain't bad. I use it as the thing for,
mayhem. When you said mayhem, they be like, huh?
Yeah, that's the shock factor. What they talking about? So let me. So it's two parts of relationship, man. You got the unhealthy relationship habits, and then you got the healthy relationship habits.
Right.
Naturally, we got to start with the unhealthy, dog. We got to go ahead and 2025. The U.S. divorce rate is estimated to be around 2.5 divorces per 1,000 people. This represents a decline from the peak in the 1980s and continuing downward trend. While the overall rate is lower, it's important to note that the factors like age, at first marriage, education level, and economic conditions can significantly impact individual divorce risk. Now, forget all that. What you think? Give me something, darling. Get it something.
We said scrap all that.
Yeah, scrap all that, dog. I did to give him some context, but scrap all that. Tell me what you think, dog.
The reason why divorces are occurring. Well, first of all, the first one, they got to have God first.
Yeah.
That's the first one.
Yeah.
And then you can go down here with the snowball effect. Hey, today's time, man, is just like, the women got to put them out there. They don't really, a lot of them don't really respect their husbands no more like they used to.
Yeah,
or men, or their boyfriends, or significant other, they trying to get married or whatever. And to me, it's my opinion, is at an all-time high. You can see it online, and all of this, everything is going on. That's what, for starters, I would say that, a lot of, like they don't respect them no more like they used to.
You know what? That's a good one. To be honest, that's a real good one, and I think that may be on my list. But when we talk about people that have been in the marriages or relationships or whatever, don't take old relationship habits into a new one,
right?
Because you doomed to fail. Like, you can't take old buddy that you with now might not be able to take what the other old buddy took. He may not be, or the first one may not been able to take it, and now you still want to drag this fighting relationship thing into this new or fussing or whatever. It may not even be fussing, just maybe like, you may just have some things that he just don't like. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
He just can't deal with it.
Right. Yeah, man.
It's to the new guy.
Yeah, and then sometime, man, you can meet that second one. The second one can be better than the first one.
Yeah. 100%.
A lot of times it do work out like that.
Yeah. But you know why? You know why I think because you done been through, you may be older, and then you maybe even went through
Right.
You know, the ups and downs. So now you know what to look out for. You know, like
Mhm.
you've been in them line what minefields, you know where to step.
Yeah.
So that's
Yeah.
probably what it is, you know.
And then sometimes you can have one, like sometimes you can have one, like, you can use men or women.
Mm-hmm.
But since we using men with the women, you can a man they can have their first girl can be a rah-rah girl
Yeah,
type
true
woman.
that. True
Then
that.
the second one might be a mellow laid back,
Right,
that
right. That's true.
that's willing to compromise with you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And you know,
Yeah.
so just so y'all can be clear, we talking about relationship mayhem, not necessarily
Yeah.
mayhem, but you know, the
Yeah.
do's and don'ts, stuff you ain't supposed to do in a relationship and stuff you supposed to do not do and do. These
Right.
are the don't do's, the don't do's. Don't create an atmosphere of mistrust. Don't be
Mhm.
rolling out 10 o'clock at night talking about you going to do some, hey, I just got this craving. I just got this craving for some ice cream. They close at 10:15. What restaurant you know close at 10:15? That's an atmosphere for mistrust because the
Right.
man or woman gonna be like, what you say?
Right.
I let
Right.
I ride with you. Nah, man, you know.
Now that's when the flag gonna be thrown on the play. Like when they say, "Yo, I'm gonna ride with you," like, nah,
Like
I'm
on the
good.
play.
Yeah, yeah, that's when they're gonna throw that flag out.
They're gonna be like, hold on, bro. Wait a
Yeah,
minute. You do what? I can't ride with you. Nah, cause I just need some me time. You know, we just got into a little argument. I just need to go to the store because I need some me time. You know what I'm saying?
right.
I mean, if I keep standing here talking,
Hmm.
the store gonna close. I gotta go ahead and get this. I'll be back. I'll be back. You ain't got no clothes on. I'll be right back.
Right, right. And then you can have that one too. That, like you said, like I said, they throw the flag on the play. Like you got that one. You
Yeah,
might have one. Like some guys, that I know, they got one that wherever they go, they going.
100%. I don't care what time of
Even
night it
even
is.
even if they sitting in the car, they may not get out the car. I'm
They
like
going.
what's going on, doc? Everything good? You good?
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
I'm good.
man. Yeah, I'm all right, man. I'm just gonna stop by for a couple of minutes.
Oh,
All
Johnny
right.
said, yeah, okay. Well, who in the car? Dog? The car still running. Yeah, she had to
Yeah,
come with me, dog. You know,
yeah, yeah, yeah.
yo, dog.
Definitely no cats like that.
Yeah, dog. Have you ever seen somebody, dog? They know everything. It's
Hmm.
just, it's just. I call them Mike, dog.
Hmm.
Man, I know everything. That's what
Hmm.
Mike stand for. They know it all. So they got the confident. Don't be over the top confident. You know everything. She asked,
Right.
oh yeah, yeah, hey, he did a
Hmm.
year and a half in the military because you couldn't cut it. And now
Hmm.
you done been there, done it. Hey, yeah, I know how to do all that. Yeah. Now
Hmm.
you ain't got to get nobody to do the floors. I did them in the military. What floors you do in the military? Dog? I'm just kidding.
Right. And man,
Under
like
puffing.
yeah, like you said, another thing too, man, with that relationship stuff, man. Like a lot of women hate to hear that when they are told that the man is the head.
Yeah, true that.
See, they don't like that. See, and they don't like other women when other women tell them that they are submissive to their husband, right? That submissive thing to them make it sound like that the husband is I rule you. Get in there and fix me some hot grits or something.
When I said jump, you
But
said
it
what?
ain't. But it ain't like that. You know what
Oh,
I'm saying?
hey, dog, what they say, dog? Only time I want to hear from you is when I ask.
Yeah,
That's
and
it.
that ain't submissive. That's controlling right there. What they got on their plate. If they got somebody like what you just said,
Yeah,
that's controlling.
that's domineering, bro. Like you just
Yeah,
on another level. Just
yeah,
hey, you know what I'm saying? But hey, another thing, dog. When this a don't in relationships, dog. When you get ready to go to you go on your first date, dog. Don't go smell like fly spray, dog. Don't put
right,
so much cologne on, can't nobody breathe in the car.
right,
You sitting there
right,
like, yo, what? What you put on? You like, the
right.
old school cats, they do that. They have cologne on
Yeah,
there.
you know my motto. I always said two will do.
2 will doggone do,
Yeah,
Doc. I'm trying to
yeah.
tell you, Doc.
2 sprays will do 2 hits.
Let me,
You know what
now
I'm
I
saying?
gotta hit this one, though. I gotta hit this one.
What you got? What we got?
Don't be cheap, Doc.
Right.
You use common sense. I ain't say you got to go to Sullivan's. I ain't say you got to go to Cheesecake. I ain't say you got to go to Ruth Chris. I ain't say you got to go to Fleming's or nothing like that. But what I am saying, now don't do the McDonald's thing, dog. Like,
First
this,
date.
yeah, this
No,
is
you can't do
romantic.
that now.
We're gonna
Yeah,
just
you
go
can't do
get
that
it
now.
and go sit in the car and we're gonna face the lake and we're gonna eat the
Mhm.
McDonald's. That
Right.
ain't gonna work, Doc. It's not.
Right. So what you so what how would you think? How like most cats that have
Mhm.
I've encountered that talk
Uh-huh.
about this thing right here that we talking about?
Uh-huh.
What do you think when guys be like, well, I'm not taking her to an expensive restaurant on the first date,
Mm-hmm.
maybe a coffee date or whatever you want to call it, like a little, get a little coffee or something like that, a little meet and greet.
Uh-huh.
But then in turn, the females may not want to do that. They be like, nah, I ain't going on no coffee date or ice cream and whatever, but that's part of the meet and greet. Cause see what's happening is a lot of these guys now, they like, yo, they hip to the game. They like, yo, we taking these females out to these fast food, not fast food, on these
These
dates,
dates.
these
Yeah.
big expensive dates, and then they don't hear from them again.
Yeah. They get in
You
their
know what I'm
belly
saying?
pulled and they take off.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
my suggestion would be if she's if you say, hey, just meet up or whatever, blah, blah, blah. If
mhm,
she says, man, I ain't going to get no coffee or no, I ain't going nowhere other than blah, blah, blah.
yeah,
Then you be like, well, this ain't the one.
yeah. You already know it's a red flag.
You got to keep it pushing, y'all. I don't mean no harm. I know she might look real nice. It might be
Mhm,
nice and sweet, but if
yeah,
you can't, if you got to use common sense. You can't go
yeah,
drop 150 on the first date. All she gonna
yeah,
do is post it on Instagram and then say, you
yeah.
know what, girl, I got him.
And that's why I tell a lot of guys, man, that, guys that, I might encounter, they talk about stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
We broadcast it or whatever. But yeah, that's what it is, man. Like, you talking about these females now, they want $200, first dates and all that. Hey, I'm just meeting you. Like,
Yeah.
we can't get together, break the ice, a little, outing. Like you said, they don't do that no more.
Can
They
I
don't
hit?
get, yeah.
Can I hit the
Go ahead.
men with something?
Go ahead.
No, don't do it, dog.
Right. Yeah, you definitely hit them with that one. Yeah.
I'm just
Yeah.
saying, do
But you're
not
right
be.
though.
I'm just saying, do not be ignorant, dog. Just
Yeah.
honestly, you could pick a really nice mid
Yeah.
great restaurant, and then
Mhm.
you can go from there. You ain't got to be, trying to floss and all this
Right.
stuff on the first date because sometimes when you started like that, it's
Mhm.
gonna be expected all
Mhm.
the time, dog. So when we come back out of this break, dog,
Right.
we're gonna talk about relationship killers, dog, and we'll go from
Mhm.
there, dog.
Radio, the station that's giving veterans a voice.
Find us on the web at mbradio.us.
Opinions expressed in this program are those of the speakers and do not necessarily reflect the views or positions of any entities they represent.
Come back to Man Talk.
Yes, sir.
With Charles and Dara, dog.
Yes, sir.
You laughing on the break.
What's, what's going on, cuz? What you laughing about, bro?
You know what we talking about doing text on the break,
Oh
dog.
yeah, yeah. Most definitely. Most definitely.
All right, yo. So let's hop
Got
into
it.
it, dog.
Okay.
Relationship killers are
Mhm.
behaviors, attitudes, or external factors that could damage or destroy a relationship. This can include communication problems,
Mhm.
lack of intimacy, and toxic behaviors like criticism, defensiveness, and contempt.
Mhm.
Other factors can include stress, family issues, and the impact of technology. Here's a more detailed look at some of the common relationship killers. Doc. Criticism.
Mhm.
What? Criticism, dog. This involves attacking your partner's character or personality rather than addressing a specific behavior.
Mm-hmm.
That's coming in. I think that's like across the board in all marriages, dog,
Yeah.
or all relationships. I got some on my mic, dog. On all relationships, I think across the board, everybody do it.
I think you said that disrespect. I think that's one of the ones you said before that.
Yeah.
The disrespect.
Let me see. Yeah. Defensiveness, and it may have been disrespect, dog.
The reason why I say disrespect, well, I'm gonna use disrespect because you know, I've known some people, you know, that their significant other, their wife or whatever, is like when they are trying to communicate, they don't communicate with their spouse, don't communicate with them, but everybody else around them, they got a lot to say and talk about. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's like they're trying to talk to their spouse, but their spouse don't want to, you know, like, yeah, okay, whatever. But when they see so and so over here, so and so over there, oh, it's like, you know, they're at a party, you know, it's party central. We got so much to talk about, girl. You know, I ain't seen you, you know, this, that, or whatever. But when it's time for spouse conversation, it's like, get out of here.
Yeah, I ain't got time for that.
So that's the disrespectful part, you know, like that I put in there like that I've, you know, that I've heard about with, you know, bros or whatever. Yeah.
Well, that could be a you know, a kind of an issue where I personally, I think that, you know, that's an issue that he need to kind of address, because if you being disrespected at the crib,
right,
and then you see her out talking to family, friends, or even the dude at the store, he having you come with that, she having a conversation with my at the counter, bro. Can't have one with you. We got an issue.
You be like, what the?
Yeah, like,
we ain't gonna even say that.
Hey, but hold on, bro. Like, wait, dog. Hold on. We rolled 20 minutes up here. You ain't say one word. Now we in the store. That's the ultimate sign of disrespect, dog. You need to start checking some stuff out for real.
Right.
And then you got defensiveness. Instead of taking a responsibility of your actions, you deflect, blame, and make excuses. Boy, I'm gonna tell you something right now. Hey, I done that, dog. I'm just like, yo. You know, you raise your voice like a little octave, dog. You go up a little bit, and you be like, and you don't want to take responsibility. Well, it was you the one, doggone.
Right.
I did
and
that.
then, and then like you said too, that like I think you had that technology in there.
Yeah.
Like deal breaker or whatever. Like the technology, like, you know, you trying to talk, especially if you out, you know, if you taking somebody out, and you trying to talk and they on their phone, you know, texting everybody and their mama or whatever, and you know, you trying to talk to them, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, I've heard people, you know, talk about that type of encounter too.
And you know what? This is the one you must have been talking about, contempt. It involves expressing disrespect and disgust toward your partner, often through sarcasm or sneering. Like,
right.
That's the one you talking about, dog. They go don't want to say nothing to you for a 30-minute ride. Then you go in there, they at the counter laughing, laying all over the counter laughing.
Yeah, that's wild, man. That's the ultimate. That's like I said, that's the ultimate deal breaker, dog.
Yeah, y'all got to stop that mess. Hey, these relationship don't y'all do this stonewalling, passive aggressive behavior where you withdraw emotionally from a conflict, refusing to engage. Some people, the stonewalling thing for me is, I guess they like, you know, they know the woman can do it. For example, men too, like they don't want to say nothing. When you make them mad, they don't want
What you saying? Just shut down.
Yeah, they just
shut down. Okay.
Yeah, they don't want to say nothing.
Right.
You heard me. I know you heard me talking to you, don't you? Oh, now you're gonna be like that. Well, son, I got some practice in that.
Yeah.
After 25 years, me and Keisha been together 29, so almost close to 30. I didn't experience anything.
Well, you said that's Vietnam right there, ain't it?
Yeah, you ain't lying. Yeah, like you don't hurt me. Okay, that's all right.
Right.
You wait. You gonna want to talk after a while, and then they ain't gonna want to talk.
Right.
Yeah.
They say, so you saying that's disrespectful, just like to shut down in the relationship, just instead of just talking about it.
Well, sometimes it's best to shut down because if
Yeah.
you don't, it can lead into something. You know what I'm saying? And just
Yeah.
hey,
Yeah.
oh, you know it, boy. Y'all, hey, the boy said you on the couch. I ain't gonna lie. I ain't sleeping on no couch, dog. You can have
Right.
your half. I have my half,
Right.
but I can't do that, dog.
For all the bros out there, when you get ready to shut down, just say, listen, I ain't feeling it right now. I
Mm-hmm.
just need some time at the moment.
That's all I need. Give me a minute.
Yeah, give me a minute.
So how
Cause I
you?
know, because I know what you're saying about like some people shut down. Like if
Mhm.
they can shut down, it can be detrimental to the relationship. If they just shut completely down,
Uh-huh.
and when you don't have you don't get a reason of why, even though you may have a disagreement, but if you don't have no reason of why you shut down, just like you were saying, they'll lead to, you hear me talking to you? Do you hear me? And then, like you said, they can lead to something else. You know what I'm saying?
So let me ask you, how you address this there when she said, look, I want you to say what you just said.
Okay.
We're gonna role play. You say what you just said.
You hear me talking to you?
No, I'm talking about the first one. You said, just give me a minute.
Okay. Just look, I ain't feeling it right now.
Mm-hmm.
Just give me a moment, and just let me, let me
Oh
unwind.
no. I don't want to know. I
I
want to talk
need,
about this right now.
but I need to unwind right now. Let me,
I don't care about the unwind. You had all the time to ride home to unwind. Now I need to talk about this thing right now. I don't care about if you done work 15 hours. I don't care if your back hurt. You came in this house and you spoke to everybody in here except for me. We go talk about
look, man. You know what? I'll be back, man. I'm gonna go outside for a minute,
hey
man.
doc,
You know what I'm saying?
you gonna have the next one, doc. Lack of communication. You're gonna be like, I got something tapping out. Poor communication can lead to misunderstandings, unresolved conflicts, and a sense of disconnect. You like, look, bro, I done told you. I don't want to get into that.
Right.
So let's just let it be. You know what I'm saying? These are relationship don'ts, y'all. Let's just let it be for let it cool off.
But
Then you're like,
I feel you though. I feel
trying to
you
tell you.
when like you said, in the past, like past relationships, whatever,
Mm-hmm.
younger days or whatever. Hey,
Yeah,
they're gonna demand an answer now,
they want one.
and you gonna have to be like, yo, look, hey, I need it. Well, you know what? I know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go and step outside. You know what I'm saying? Or
Yeah,
if it get too out of the, too haywire, or like you said with
yeah,
the mayhem,
yeah,
then you just get in your car and just leave and come back.
yeah.
But
And
but some cases they'll still be waiting on you when you get back.
I was just about to say that. Hey, you can leave, but your problem's still gonna be there when you get back.
Yeah,
It's like folk drinking. When they drink,
yeah,
when they drinking, they forget about the problem. But when that wear off and that
yep.
hangover wear off, that problem is still there.
So to sum all that up, I guess in a nutshell, if it's to that point where you can't, it ain't no way out. You know what I'm saying? You can just have to, if you can't work now, you can just have to kill that relationship.
Yeah, dog. Especially if it's a
Yeah,
fresh and new one, because
yeah,
when you older in a marriage,
hmm,
you're gonna have those kind of bumps.
right,
But if it's new and
hmm,
they demand an answer, you're like, hey, look, the
yeah,
diplomatic way, like, hey,
yeah.
just give me a minute. You know what I'm saying? I'm a little tired.
No, I don't want to hear all that.
That's what now
Yeah,
you got to figure it out. Like the
yeah,
younger people, you got to figure out, like, if
yep,
this is something you want to come home to every night, or is it, something you think you can fix? Now you make it
hmm,
go through therapy or whatever, and that may
hmm,
be an option. But
right,
what if she said, I ain't crazy, I ain't gonna do no you go do therapy. So now you get yourself
right,
together and she still messed up, or vice versa. So,
yep. And
and that
a lot of new relationships with the new people now. A lot of new relationships are like that
yeah,
because it's a me, I want it now generation.
yeah,
So you can't come home now with the new guys. They can't come home now, or new girl, females. They can't come home there and be like, listen, Let me calm down. Let me take a breather. No. I need it now. I want an answer now.
Now you gonna answer me. You gonna answer me
Yeah.
now.
Cause that's how it is. So, like I said, man, therapy or either like you said, take off. You got to get out of the relationship.
That's the one right before we go to break. Is that selfishness, man. You know, they selfish, like, hey, I want you to tell me, like, I'm tired. I don't care.
Right.
You gonna talk to me tonight. You came in this house or whatever time you came in, you spoke to everybody except for me. I came in the house and said, hey, everybody, since I ain't single you out, we got a problem. But y'all, we're gonna jump right back into it after the break, y'all.
Radio, the station that's giving veterans a voice.
Find us on the web at mbradio.us.
Opinions expressed in this program are those of the speakers and do not necessarily reflect the views or positions of any entities they represent.
The Man Talk 133.
Yes, sir.
Oh man, shout out to these veterans out here doing their thing, dog.
Oh yeah, no doubt.
Yeah, they doing their thing. We got 2 more in this section right here, and then we'll shift over to the other part of it. All right, so one of them you mentioned earlier, technology, excessive use or online activity can distract from quality time together. Like you said, you out,
right?
You just can't stop. You sitting on the chair, they just can't stop. And you sit there like, bro, I mean, look, bro, you can't.
Like we were saying earlier, you hear me talking to you?
Yeah, right. Now I'm on the phone right there. Hold on for a minute. Let me file this.
Nah, I need you to put that down. You hear me right now?
Hold on, I'm almost finished though. I gotta
see what I'm saying. That's how it go left. It go left like that.
And then you jump over, try to snatch it from you, like
yeah.
And that's when they got the arm out, like stop. Let me finish.
Yeah.
And that's where the issue come in. This is one of the major ones in this last one about why don'ts in relationship don'ts. Unhealed trauma. Past traumas can affect a person's ability to form healthy relationships and create baggage that can impact the current relationship. Bringing your old stuff into the new, dog, is
right.
Like that trauma. I understand, like, you know, you went through it, you know what I'm saying, but hey, you can't drag that in there, because they're gonna be like, yo, bro, I understand, like, you know, you used to fight, but every time I raise my voice, that don't mean we got to go throwing stuff at each other,
right?
Because that's what he used to, or she used to, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and like I said, you got to be mindful of, you know, a situation like that. Like I said, you'll pick up on it early. In a situation like that, you know, if you encounter it or run across that. But like I said, man, you know, for the guys out there or females out there, they got to count on, if they looking to get into another relationship, they got to give the next person the benefit of the doubt.
They got to, dog.
In the beginning, you know what I'm saying?
And you know what? I thought that was the last one, but I got one more.
Which one? What we got?
It may be just as important.
Okay.
Please, don't be checking out other women when you're on a date. If it's over.
If
so, brother, I'm gonna tell you
grand opening, grand close.
Right. Open, close that quick. I'm gonna just say that. It's a wrap. I'm just saying, do not men that's dating about to date a girl on the first date. If you got wandering eyes, keep them in check, doc. Keep them in check, because if this is the one you feel like this the one, that's definitely, I'm gonna tell you now, that's a deal breaker for sure. It ain't no question about it, doc. So now we're gonna transition into healthy relationship habits. Be respectful. You know what I'm saying? Open the door for a dog. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't push the door open. You figure out how to get in it. You know what I'm saying?
When you say, dog, you go in a restaurant, you open the door, you walk in first and just push it open. Let her walk in behind you.
Yeah, I hope you can catch it, because I'm just saying, you see it all the time, dog. I'm just saying you can't do that. You know what I'm saying?
Now, I will do this.
All right, talk to me.
Now I open the door. You know what
Mhm.
I'm saying? Like we're going in a restaurant, stuff like that or whatever, right?
Uh-huh.
Now I will do this like when I'm coming home from a restaurant.
Uh-huh.
I walk in the house first.
Oh, for sure. 100%.
I
Got to
do
have.
that first. It depends on where I'm going. I don't in there now. If I'm walking in the floor, excuse me, let me go back that up. If I'm walking in the door first for all the people that's out there, now majority it depends on where I am.
Yep, for sure.
Well, I'm going in for now. We going in a nice restaurant or whatever. We're gonna sit down and dinner a night out of dinner and all that stuff like that. Yeah, open the door, let my wife in first and daughter in first or whatever. But it depends on where I'm at. Like if I'm coming home from a night out,
Yeah,
I'm coming in. I walk in the door first.
you got to. You got to
Just in
make sure.
case
Yeah.
it might be, something went on in the house or whatever. I might have to, take, use a little action or something.
Yeah.
I wouldn't want my wife or my daughter or son or child or whatever to take, even though, everybody got alarm systems and all that.
Mm-hmm.
But still, that's just my habit. When I come in and they with me, I walk in first because I
You
won't
basically
want them.
clear the house, huh?
Yeah, I don't want them to take the brunt or anything if something, go down. So other than that, I open the door and let them
Yeah.
in first.
Yeah.
Outside of that.
Don't push the door on bros and that.
Yeah.
These are relationship dudes, Doc.
Mhm.
Open the door.
Right.
Also, Doc, we ain't saying y'all got to bring candy and flowers, but if you're gonna bring her food, Doc, make the night special.
Right.
Don't bring no fast food, a bag of Chick-fil-A. Hey, I thought I'd stop by and grab you.
No.
I thought I'd stop by and grab you something real quick. I know you said you want to go to cheesecake, but this right here is, I won't need no cheesecake. It's the
No.
closest I can get.
Chick-fil-A, the Chick-fil-A bag, that's a travel bag. That's if you on 85 or 95 or whatever, you stopping off at, pit stop. You know what I'm saying?
That's it, dog. Y'all got to do better. Have a date night, dog. Make sure y'all in a relationship, y'all have a date night. Y'all set some time aside where y'all go handle y'all business. You may dress up a little bit, and whatnot. And then go for married couples. If y'all been married 60 years, y'all still can go out. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You ain't got to make a cook at home all the time, dog. Hey, bro, go out to eat somewhere. You know what I'm saying? And don't go to just cause Harder's got the senior citizen discount. Don't keep
no doubt.
Stop taking to get the senior citizen discount, dog. Take them somewhere for real.
And even, like I guess because you got the elderly, it can go for any of them, but since you got the elderly right on deck right now, even if they just go out for like a little lunch or something.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
Where everybody at work, go handle some lunch.
2-3 o'clock in the afternoon or whatever, you want to take a little lunch out, if you want to call it lunch, you can slide in there, slide on right on out or whatever. So you won't have to deal with the knuckleheads after 6-7 o'clock.
Because you definitely gonna deal with them up here. If they in the Raleigh, Durham, Chapel Hill area, in the triad, they're gonna definitely find out.
Cause y'all gonna run into it tomorrow that way all day.
Yeah, but I'm gonna try to leave, so early. There's gonna be it'll be like 5 in the morning, so I can try to duck a lot of it. But if I'm going up north, you can't duck it. It ain't no way of getting around. Last time we went to New York, you can't duck it, dog. It was better, but you can't duck it.
But I was referring to that but y'all leaving tomorrow, but I was referring to that like tomorrow with as far as like they taking their spouse out to eat.
Oh yeah, Mother's Day, that's one.
You know how Mother's Day gonna roll tomorrow.
You know what that is, dog. That's one of the days. You got that. Your birthday. You got Christmas, New Year's, birthday, Mother's Day. What the other one, dog? Easter. You got 5 or 6 in a year. You can get lucky. You might tomorrow might be your day.
What you gonna get? You know how it is. It's a joke, but what you gonna get next month? Next month, that Salisbury steak TV dinner. That Mother's Day is a national holiday, but when the fathers come around, boy, you get that Salisbury steak.
And them underwear from Family Dollar.
TV dinner. Yeah.
We will go cook you
We just
some.
joking. We just
Yeah,
joke with y'all, moms. We know y'all look out for us. You know,
Yeah,
we know
we
y'all look
just
out
joke.
for us. But we've been behind the 8 ball for so long. We now getting up. We now getting a little notoriety now.
Yeah, no,
But
well,
in the
just a little
in the
bit.
past though, it was just like, yo,
Just a little bit.
yeah,
Just a little bit. I'm just telling y'all, like, hey, is y'all,
yeah,
hey, players, hey, fellas, husbands,
yeah.
y'all play y'all cards right. Mother's Day.
Right.
Oh boy, Birdman rubbed.
Yeah,
I was just
no
saying.
doubt.
Hey, also in relationships, y'all set expectations up front.
Mhm.
Do not wait till you get in the middle of a relationship and then try to shift gears. Like, hold on, wait a minute. Well, we didn't
Right,
discuss that. Well, wait a
right.
minute. Well, I'm just saying though.
You in
No,
trouble then. You in trouble
no,
then, dog. If you
no,
wait that
dog.
long, you in
Yeah,
trouble.
yeah, dog. After you done went on 6, 7 dates, and all of a sudden
Mhm.
here you go. You want to be like, well, no, remember? No, we ain't set that up front. I'm telling y'all, if y'all want our relationship to be successful, set expectations. Like, hey, if you got a baby mama or baby daddy,
Mhm.
ain't no calling whenever they want. That's over.
Right, right. Some of them switch the game over them expectations in the middle of the marriage. They be like, hold up.
You're like, wait a minute, player. What you say?
Yeah, yeah. I know some of my boys. Some of my boys I used to work with was in this predicament like that. So that's why we bring it to the forefront. That's why man talk 133 is here. We are here for y'all.
That's what we do. We're gonna finish
Yeah,
talking to y'all after the break, y'all.
yeah.
It's time for a vacation, and Fairway Travels is here to share great specials for you to choose from. Discover the charm and features of one of Sandal's 16 all-inclusive, luxury included, adults-only resorts, or a family-friendly beaches destination in the Caribbean. Or how about a couples resort in Jamaica? If cruising's your preference, get Thunderstroke aboard Carnival Cruise Lines or set sail on an award-winning Royal Caribbean ship. Join Virgin Voyages now for a wonderful adults-only sailing. It doesn't matter if you choose to travel by plane, train, automobile, cruise ship, or rowboat, we can help you reach your dream destination. Contact Fairway Travels today at 228-365-1012. That's 228-365-1012. Or email bookitnow247@gmail.com. Fairway Travels, where your journeys keep satisfying.
Military Broadcast Radio, the station that's giving veterans a voice.
Find us on the web at mbradio.us.
Opinions expressed in this program are those of the speakers and do not necessarily reflect the views or positions of any entities they represent.
Back to Man Talk 133. Shout out to Fairway. If I'm not mistaken, I think they was in St. Vincent somewhere.
Right.
So y'all might want to check them out, give them a little shout out, you know what I'm saying, and see what y'all can get going on, dog. So healthy relationship habits involve fostering trust, respect, and open communication, along with actively engaging in the relationship and expressing appreciation. These habits also include setting boundaries. We just talked about expectations or whatever, and forgiving each other and making time for each other. Elaboration. We're going to elaborate on it, dog. Honesty and trust. A foundation of a healthy relationship is honesty and the ability to trust each other's words and action. And that's a big one, because when I think who had that song, When a Woman's Fed Up?
Oh yeah.
All right, ain't it? It's Kelly.
Yeah, kill.
When it's over.
Yeah, it's
You
over.
break the trust, it take a long time to build it back. That's for sure. So y'all make sure y'all operate in honesty and trust, because you're gonna get caught.
Yeah, they can buy whatever they want to buy. I've seen so many bros do that, boy. They can buy what they want to buy, try to get what they
Don't
want
work.
to get. She fed up, it's over, dog.
It's a wrap. And
It's over.
I think we talked about this on
Oh.
one of our shows. And you're gonna get caught.
Oh yeah, no doubt.
Hey, David got
No
caught in
doubt.
the Bible. He
Yep.
sent old boy out the war. He looked over at Bathsheba, and
No doubt.
he was like, hey, I got to have that. Sent old boy out the war, got him killed. Guess what? Still got caught. You're gonna
No
get caught.
doubt. If they look in the
Operate trust,
yeah,
bro.
if they look in the media what's going on today, they can tell they know they're gonna get caught.
You
These
gonna get
boys
caught.
getting caught for 20, 25 years ago. You
Yeah,
know you
man.
get ready to get caught with your little messages on Messenger.
Boy, let me tell you something. And
They,
that
they
part now, you said that I don't get that part.
yeah,
25 years later,
they just
87 or
yeah,
88.
right. They on Messenger sending messages and all this stuff like that. Them girls holding that stuff, man. They they good at holding it.
Yeah, they're gonna get you one way or
Yeah,
another,
they
Doc.
got
Respect, dog. Respect involves treating your partner with kindness, understanding, and valuing their opinions and feelings. Hey, if she got something to talk about, he got something to talk about,
you.
just hear him out, dog. He ain't got to be
Yeah,
about you all the time. You ain't
right.
got to be the front runner. Hey, well, I understand what you got to say, but you remember last time? Remember last time though, you did the same thing. Right now,
Mhm.
bro, it ain't about you or sis. It ain't that's it. Then just
Right.
what? I understand. You right. You win
Right.
this time, but I
Yeah.
know it's gonna be a time where you're gonna mess up again, and I'm gonna be on your honey. You
Like
see?
back, like said, like back pockets.
There you go. Like button downs on a Friday night, dog. I'm gonna be
Yes,
on
sir.
your honey.
Yeah.
For
Yeah.
real though. So, you gotta treat them with kindness. You can't, you
Hmm.
can't just snap off on them, even
Hmm.
though sometimes you feel like it.
Hmm.
You gotta be like, you know what? I'm
Right.
gonna eat this one this time, dog. I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna
Yeah.
eat it, and I'm just gonna eat this one.
Yeah. Sometimes you just gotta take one for the team, man. You know
You,
what?
you got
Hey,
to, dog.
you win. All right, I'm done with it.
Yeah, yeah. And we talk about open communication. You gotta. All right. This is a different type of open communication.
Hmm.
Because you got to establish healthy communication patterns, including actively listening, expressing emotions,
Hmm.
seeking clarification is crucial. Because you
Hmm.
think about it, if he's sitting there trying to express his emotions to you,
Hmm.
hey baby, I mean, I don't know how I'm feeling. I got this feeling for you,
Hmm.
and I just don't, I don't know how to express it because I love you, girl. And she be like, love me? What are you talking about? I ain't in love with you.
Oh, bro, you got one like that. You better catch the next Uber, whatever you gonna catch.
Boy, you better
Up
start
out of
looking around the room, dog. Like, what? What? I'm trying to express myself to you, like, hey, I love
Right.
you. She like, you know
Hmm.
what? I think it ain't you, it me. When they hit you with that one,
Yeah, it's time to bounce.
it's,
Yeah, it's time to bounce. Like it ain't me, it ain't you, it's me.
it's
Like when
me.
they do that, hey,
It ain't
exit
you.
stage left, cuz.
I swear it's not you, it's me. You did everything right. You showed me you love me.
Yeah,
You took me out. You
yeah,
showed me with gifts. You was a real gentleman. But it ain't you, it's me. I ain't ready. And he sat there and expressed his emotions and pulled his heart out to you. And you shoot the man down like you skeet shooting out.
for all the bros. Yeah, skeet shoot. That was a good one. For all the bros that may be going through there to get that message,
Mm-hmm.
she already got somebody else.
Yeah, already done. That's a done
Same
deal.
same thing with the female, but we talking about the bros expressing their emotions
Yeah,
because a lot of times, they or we may have a
yeah.
hard time doing it, right? Unless we got the right partner, wife or
Right. There
whatever.
you go.
You
There
know what
you
I'm
go.
saying? But when you got one to hit you like that right there, like what you just said,
Yeah.
yeah, you might she already got somebody else, bro. You might well
Yeah.
just take your loss.
Yeah.
It's over. It is what it is. Like I said, man talk. Yeah, we got to say it like a man. You know what
Help
I'm
the
saying?
men. We got to help the
It's
men out
it's
because
over, dog. It's over. Ain't no need to
rap.
keep hanging around. It's over.
Yeah. And we need to keep buying them expensive bouquets.
Get treated like a lap dog. That's what's gonna happen. That's
That's it.
exactly what's gonna happen.
Hey, keep buying them
Yeah.
expensive bouquets and you know what she do with her? Get it a new man.
See what I'm saying? You have them running around like a lap dog. That's what happened, man. When they tell you that, it's over.
Just take it. It's
Yeah.
over.
Yeah,
Now you do have love though that'll sit there and be
when
like,
you say Kale said,
go to a woman's face.
hey, it's not you, it's me.
I'm I know how you feel. And you got some relationships though, they sit there and listen. They
Bruh.
listen to her, and they be like, you know what? I ain't know you felt like that. You know what I'm saying? And then they really start moving into the relationship. But that first one, if you got an example like that, you might well go ahead, just what you should do? Don't say nothing. Just get up.
Yep.
If you got some at the house, go ahead and get you one of them little Lowe's Walmart bags, and throw it in there and roll out. That's all you gotta do, dog. Just take off. Cause it ain't I'm telling y'all, it ain't gonna get no better.
No better.
If she didn't told you is me, it's me, not you. I ain't ready yet. Roll out. You know what I'm saying?
Roll out.
Active engagement, show affection, spend quality time together, and actively engage in activities that y'all both enjoy. Y'all like riding motorcycles or whatever, y'all skating or something. Go do it. It's gonna build like y'all relationship, man. And y'all gonna be closer. Like, hey, remember that time you failed? Y'all be telling the grandkids, remember that time you failed? Oh, that was crazy. You remember that time you fell into the rail? And y'all can remember them little things. Appreciation, express gratitude for your partner's contributions, and show appreciation for their efforts, dog. Hey, man, I appreciate you. Hey, you know what? I appreciate you getting up early in the morning. I know it's early. Now, let me tell you something about this, too. And I ain't just saying this to score no brownie points, because she ain't even going to hear this before Mother's Day, dog. It's going to be out the
Right.
Maybe it'll be for next weekend. I don't know.
Right.
Maybe I can back to back it. I don't know.
Right.
That Keisha good for that. Like, hey, you know what? I appreciate it. You getting up 2:45, 3 o'clock in the morning, getting up and go do what you do, working Saturdays, whatever. I appreciate it. You know what I'm saying? Now, if your partner come and say, hey, I get it and I understand, but you can do just a little better. I feel like they give you appreciation and they give you a backhand at the same time. You'd be like, yo, hold on, bro. Wait a minute. What'd you say? I thought you just said I was doing. You are, but it's so much more in you. You know what I'm saying?
Please. Heck no. No.
There's so much more in you. You can do better. I know you can. I seen you do it. You know what I'm saying? You could do better, dog. Then, hey, you got something?
No, go ahead, man. I'm just thinking about you can do better. I'm like, what do you do? Talking about I can do better.
What you got going on, player? Like, what is you doing that every time I come home, you sitting in the same spot, but I can do better?
Right. You
Okay,
can do better. There's so much more potential in you.
I know it's more in you. You can do more. I know. I seen it. The potential is there, but you just got to tap into it. Okay, I got you. We'll come back. I got you. Okay. You might want to start. If you married, you can digest that a little better, because you know what? They be with you all the time. They know.
Right.
Married couples know when somebody's slacking off.
Yeah.
They know, like, hey, bro, come on.
And they, like I said, they know your limits too.
Yeah.
You know each other's limits. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, they know. And then so you kind of like, I can accept that. But if you date somebody and they ain't doing nothing, and then you helping them pay their bill, and like, you got a little bit more. I know you got a little bit more in you than that. You can do better. It's in you.
Hey, you better roll out.
You better roll out
early. Early in the game. Get out.
Hey, y'all, forgiveness. Learn to forgive each other for mistakes and hurts, and let go of past grievances to maintain healthy relationship. I know They make fuss you out last week,
Mm-hmm.
but you gotta let it go. They embarrass you in front of your family, dog. Hey, y'all, look at him. Look at him. You know how they do. Look at him.
I don't know about that one, cuz. Like,
Look at it. Everybody, look at him.
even though my baby, she wouldn't do me like that.
No,
But,
yeah. Nah,
you know what I'm saying? But I feel what you're saying though. You got to let some stuff slide. But I
that
don't
ain't
know about
slide.
all that. I don't know about all that. We maybe you gonna talk a little trash maybe behind closed doors. That's what everybody do. But you can't make me look like that in front of the crowd.
Not in front of
Like
the family.
not without me saying nothing back.
Dog, I'm
You know what I'm
trying to tell you, you cannot do a brother like that, because that right there, because it creates even more resentment.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? They like, yo, so that's how we're gonna do that. Okay, cool, ain't no problem. I got you. Don't even worry about it. I got you. And then mutual respect, respecting each other's opinions and boundaries and feelings, even during disagreements, is vital for a healthy and long-lasting relationship. Hey, like you said, dog, you got it. Respect.
Yeah, just got to be a team player, man. You know what you got.
Respect, dog. You sitting there
married
like
couples and the ones that's been in the game for a while.
They know.
You know what I'm saying? You got to work as a team or whatever, respect each other. But like you said, some of the newer heads, you got to kind of pay attention, just in case you might need an exit plan. And I'll let you go ahead on tap out, finish out or whatever,
Yeah. We about to end this thing. Y'all support each other. And when you support them, and when they do something real good, y'all celebrate them.
That's right.
I mean, don't be, they do something good, you hating on them. Hey, look at he go again. Right. Anyway, y'all, thank y'all for joining Man Talk 133 with Charles and Daryl. Until next time, God bless. And we out. Right.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for tuning in to Military Broadcast Radio. As we wrap up today's show, we want to remind you that the podcast of today's episode will be available right after we go off the air. So if you missed any part of the show or want to listen again, be sure to check it out. And remember, we're here to support and honor our veterans. Your stories and experiences matter, and we are committed to giving you a platform to share them. That's right. We're here to give our veterans a voice. So don't forget to catch the podcast and stay connected with us. Giving our veterans a voice.